Mass UFO sightings are sweeping across the globe. Mysterious blinking lights, unexplainable objects, and crafts unlike anything we've ever seen.
It's a big-ass drone, biggest drone I've ever seen.
They're everywhere, from our airspace to sensitive zones, even right above our homes. Yet no one has answers. Tune in to uncover the truth they don't want you to know.
What is that? What is that?
I'm telling you that they're not moving. They're staying stationary.
Panic is starting to set in across Washington, D.C. as more people come forward with reports of strange sightings in the skies. A series of mysterious lights were spotted hovering over Capitol Hill, and naturally, the internet is in a frenzy. Videos and photos of the incident have gone viral, with one clip even zooming in on the bizarre flickering lights that seem to be hanging ominously above the Capitol building. Witnesses claim the lights changed color, adding to the eerie vibe. Skeptics were quick to blame airplane lights, but that theory doesn't hold water since the lights just stayed stationary in the sky. Experts brushed it off as a simple case of light reflections. But not everyone's convinced. Many people are starting to wonder if something bigger is being kept under wraps.
They're hovering. Look at the lights changing.
Another sighting has emerged from Washington, D.C., this time showing a strange cluster of lights in the night sky. There were so many lights that counting them seemed impossible.
Weird.
People are buzzing with questions. Are these the same objects that were flying over the Capitol building earlier? Or is this a completely different kind of phenomenon? What's really throwing everyone off is the arrangement of the lights. It's so precise that many believe it's a form of communication. Some say it looks like a letter, while others think it could be part of their language or even a coded message.
Weird.
NJ Chaos. It's not just Washington, D.C., where strange things are lighting up the skies. New Jersey has been buzzing with bizarre sightings too.
This one is extremely low. It's loud.
One video making the rounds was captured by a pair of locals who spotted a strange aircraft whirring loudly as it passed overhead. Experts tried to dismiss it as just another drone. However, the residents claimed that it looked way bigger than that. Almost the size of a car. They're convinced it was a spaceship.
It's so big. It looks so much closer in person.
Right after, another local caught footage of what seems like a completely different craft. Totally bizarre, with blinking lights that don't fit the bill for drones or planes. And then, there's the most recent clip.
We normally look up trying to catch a glimpse of Santa. Tonight, it's not him. At least, we don't think it is.
No!
The latest sighting in New Jersey happening high over the skies of Summit, New Jersey.
Capturing a night sky dotted with blinking lights that seem oddly stationary. Drones, airplanes, or something out of this world? People are getting suspicious, and the alien theory is gaining some traction. The UFO chaos in New Jersey just keeps escalating. And honestly, it's starting to feel like a real-life sci-fi thriller. On December 14th, a driver captured a jaw-dropping sight, a formation of lights moving together in perfect sync. People think they're part of the same craft. And let's be real, who's ever seen an aircraft shaped like that? If this doesn't scream alien vibes, I don't know what does. But hold on, it gets even weirder. A plane passenger caught footage from above New Jersey that takes this to another level. These things are way higher than drones have any business being. People are speculating that the objects have some kind of energy field around them, maybe for protection or even stealth. Not all UFO sightings are little lights in the sky. Some are big, like this one.
Drone. It's a big-ass drone, biggest drone I've ever seen.
A couple of locals out for a walk in the park spotted a massive drone hovering above. And when I say massive, I mean bus-sized. That's not your everyday drone, that's for sure. The footage has everyone scratching their heads, and the theories are flying. Is this some top-secret tech? Or Plot twist. Did the authorities get a little extraterrestrial help building this thing? Considering how quiet the officials have been about all these sightings, maybe there's more to this story than meets the eye. Another bizarre sighting has surfaced in New Jersey, this time captured by a reporter and her crew in Mendham. At first glance, it looked like an ordinary cloud, but then things got strange. Unlike any cloud you've ever seen, it rippled, almost like a transparent sheen of water suspended in midair. This peculiar movement has fueled wild speculation, with many convinced it's not just a natural phenomenon. The leading theory? It's some kind of camouflage device, possibly used by aliens to cloak their crafts. This might just be one of the most mind-blowing UFO sightings to come out of New Jersey. The footage clearly shows an object with what looks like a force field shimmering around it. How do you even begin to explain that? By the end of the clip, if you pay close attention, you can see the force field warping and forming a perfect circle around the object. It's like something straight out of science fiction. Could this be a protective barrier, advanced cloaking tech, or maybe even a portal of some kind? Honestly, it's hard to wrap your head around it. Now, if you were still doubting how serious this situation really is, this next video might just change your mind. Those so-called harmless drones the government keeps talking about? Yeah, they were reportedly seen firing lasers. Skeptics try to brush it off as a military helicopter shooting tracers during an exercise. But that theory didn't hold up for long. Tracers don't behave like what's shown in the footage. So what's the deal? Could this really be aliens showcasing their tech? Or is it something else entirely? One thing's for sure, it's getting harder to dismiss these incidents. On December 13th, 2 women driving home got the shock of their lives when they spotted something seriously strange in the sky.
What? It's like landing, honey.
It had multiple lights blinking in and out, and judging by its shape, it looked like the classic saucer-style alien craft we've all seen in movies. But the wildest part? It seemed like it was actually landing. The women kept recording until they completely lost sight of it, sparking a flurry of speculation. Now everyone's left wondering, where did it touch down, and what could it mean?
What is that? It's a UFO. So, are you videoing? Yeah.
As if things weren't enough, radios in the area have started glitching, emitting this bizarre pulsating noise. It's got people seriously spooked. And then there's the bombshell, a plane crash that officials are blaming on these UFOs. It's making everyone wonder, are aliens just watching us? Or is this the beginning of something much bigger? And more importantly, is the government hiding what they know? They're here. Locals were left stunned when strange lights appeared in the sky, prompting a mass rush to grab their phones and record the spectacle. At first, a set of lights appeared in a straight line, almost like the exhaust trail of some kind of craft. Then, to everyone's shock, another set of lights flickered on right next to it, possibly indicating there were 2 mysterious aircrafts in the sky. Just as quickly as they appeared, the lights vanished, leaving no trace behind. Poof, like they were never there at all. So, what's your take? Are we looking at a coordinated alien visit, or could there be another explanation for this? In the clouds. On December 16th, during a flight from Chicago to Newark, a passenger captured something absolutely mind-blowing. High above where you'd expect nothing but endless clouds, a group of strange lights caught his eye. brilliant yellow orbs just floating there like they owned the place. And unlike most UFO sightings that end with a dramatic disappearance, these orbs didn't go anywhere. Even as night fell, they were still there, like tiny stars dotting the sky. Could this be aliens keeping a close watch on human activities? And if so, aren't they getting a little too bold these days? Houston lights. It's like nowhere is safe anymore. As if aliens are actually taking over the whole world. This guy captured something shocking from his apartment balcony in the Netherlands. In the far distance, the sky had turned a weird purplish color, and it looked like the light somehow extended towards the ground. Either this light was a result of an experiment gone terribly wrong, or aliens were already actively on the offensive, and the long-awaited invasion had already started. Power beam. This chilling sighting comes from Russia, where a resident caught something wild on video while hanging out on the roof of his apartment building on December 10th. Off in the distance, a strikingly brilliant beam of light was shooting straight down from the sky. When the clip hit the internet, people's imaginations ran wild. Some were quick to say it had to be an alien UFO, theorizing that the beam might have been part of an abduction, or even worse, an act of aggression. On the other hand, a few skeptics chalked it up to something more mundane, like an atmospheric phenomenon. But seriously, if aliens are behind this, haven't they come for us a little too soon? Black mystery. The internet is buzzing yet again with a new video that's got everyone talking. This clip shows a bizarre aircraft cruising through the sky, making a noisy racket as it passed. Its unique shape has reminded people of the infamous TR-3B aircraft, sparking debates about whether this could be a secret military drone or something else entirely. Of course, the alien enthusiasts chimed in, claiming it might be an older model of an extraterrestrial craft, making a comeback. With all the weirdness happening these days, who's to say what's possible anymore? Floating cluster. Looks like 2024 is going out with a bang, huh? There's been an explosion of UFO sightings this year, and here's one more from Poland in November. A nature enthusiast was out when he spotted something wild floating in the sky. It was hard to figure out what it was shaped like because it looked like a bunch of random metal pieces haphazardly pieced together. Some folks even joked that it resembled Howell's moving castle. Could it be something straight out of a fantasy world? Or is it just a cluster of balloons, as skeptics are calling it? This new video of the same object is even more intriguing, right? The clarity is much better. And honestly, it doesn't look anything like balloons. The spiky edges give it a completely different vibe, and the fact that it makes no sound at all just adds to the mystery. Could this be some kind of advanced technology we are not aware of? Or maybe it's something even more out there. Alien, secret military craft, or just something we can't explain yet.
Vamos a descartar que sean globos, pero...
Vietnamese UFO. A couple of friends were cruising down a road in Vietnam when something caught their eye. Right in front of them in the sky were weird black shapes. But the weird part was how they stayed stationary the whole time. People had only two theories as the video went around online. Some believed they were alien UFOs that were seriously glitching because they had run out of fuel. Others, however, were convinced that the shapes were due to the sky itself tearing apart. Metallic orb. A man driving through a remote area in Arizona stumbled upon something truly eerie. He captured a metallic orb hovering silently over an isolated building in the middle of nowhere. It didn't move, didn't make a sound, just hung there, radiating a strange, ominous vibe. As the footage circulated, People started raising eyebrows at the building itself, speculating it might be a secret lab facility. Some even claimed that it could be a site where advanced anti-gravity crafts are being developed, possibly with extraterrestrial help. So, Cal sighting.
First New Jersey, now Temecula. Mysterious drones spotted in the sky, and now people live in the area, as you can imagine. They want answers. We all do.
Looks like Temecula is joining in with the UFO parade as well. A resident was chilling in his backyard when he looked up to see this flying overhead. There were 3 distinct lights being emitted from whatever the heck it was, and they also kept blinking and changing color. The person who recorded this reported it did not make any sound, ruling out theories about drones or airplanes. People are freaking out, but the government's still coming up empty-handed. They claim they have no idea what's going on. So, what do you think? Are we looking at something extraterrestrial, or is there a more grounded explanation hiding in plain sight?
I mean, these things could be perhaps not national security threats, but they could be threats to aviation. And until we have some answers, a lot of folks are going to be on guard.
Floridian Visitor. This one's got everyone scratching their heads, because let's be real, it looks nothing like a drone. The shape is so unconventional, and those lights, yeah, they're giving off major sci-fi vibes. It's almost like something out of the Jetsons. A flying car, maybe? The viral clip, recorded on December 14th in Florida, showed the UFO zipping through the sky at a jaw-dropping speed. Witnesses were left shaken, with some convinced this was a sign of an alien invasion. Others, however, think it could be some kind of next-level human tech. Sky Oddity. This one's definitely out there. But it happened in Texas back in October. A stargazer was casually observing the moon through his telescope when something caught his eye. As strange as it sounds, he noticed an object behind the moon. A round shape seemed to peek out from behind it, and the fact that it was visible from behind such a massive celestial body raised a lot of questions. The size of this thing has people wondering just how huge it could be. Of course, some jump to conclusions, claiming this could be an alien mothership lurking in our moon's shadow. Let's hope they don't decide to pay us a visit anytime soon. Argentine Visitor. A recent video allegedly filmed in Argentina has been making waves online. The clip showed a strange metallic object hovering in the cloudy sky, its reflective surface catching the light just enough to tease onlookers. Its bizarre, otherworldly shape has sparked endless questions, with many wondering if extraterrestrials were behind it. What really got people talking, though, was the way it just hung there, perfectly still, almost defying the laws of physics. Could this be alien tech? It's hard to believe it's something humans cooked up, but for now, it's all speculation. Whatever's inside that craft remains a mystery. Looks like Argentina is jumping on the UFO bandwagon. Another mind-blowing sighting hit the headlines recently. A whole cluster of UAPs lighting up the night sky on December 6th, leaving locals completely stunned. This wasn't just a one-town event, either. People from all over the country reported seeing the bizarre lights, flooding government hotlines with questions no one seemed to have answers to. Amidst all the chaos, a strange theory has started to gain traction. Some believe that all these recent UFO sightings around the world are part of a mass alien exodus. If that's true, the burning question is, why now? Is something big about to happen? Strange cloud. Looks like China is stepping into the UFO spotlight too. On November 19th, locals were stunned by a strange square-shaped cloud floating in an otherwise clear sky. But here's the kicker. It didn't stay square for long. The cloud seemed to shift and stretch, almost like it was being controlled. While some brushed it off as just an unusual cloud formation, others couldn't shake the feeling that this was no ordinary weather. They were convinced it was a cloaking device hiding an alien ship. Ohio sighting. This shocking footage was captured in the skies of Ohio. It was a massive, cigar-shaped UFO casually floating in the sky. Except it wasn't so casual when a fighter jet zoomed in, seemingly chasing it down. The sheer size of this thing left people stunned, with many guessing it's some kind of alien craft sporting a new design. Of course, it didn't take long for Area 51 theories to pop up. Skeptics, though, weren't convinced, with some calling it an elaborate hoax. But seriously, if this is real, what could the military be up to? Oregon Anomaly. On December 14th, Oregon skies put on a spooky show, and one quick-thinking driver caught it all on camera. The whole sky was lit up in a strange red light that kept blinking ominously, grabbing everyone's attention. The man wasted no time uploading the footage to social media, hoping someone could explain the bizarre sight. But, as expected, no one had a solid answer. Theories flooded in, though. Some thought it was a divine warning, claiming that God was angry, while UFO enthusiasts were sure it was a signal from aliens. Without any official word, it's just another mystery waiting to be solved. Invasion. Now, this is exactly how I pictured an alien invasion might look. Dozens of UFOs swarming the skies of New York. A lucky plane passenger managed to snap the whole thing and post it online, instantly setting the internet on fire. The UFOs didn't show any hostility. Despite clearly outnumbering the plane, they just floated alongside it, peacefully minding their own business and not interfering with its path. But here's the big question. If they're not attacking, what are they up to? Surveillance? Exploration? Or maybe they're just as curious about us as we are about them? Let me know your thoughts. Speaking of New York, here's something wild that was caught on live TV.
Back up Minnesota, back up to the north, out to the west.
An eagle-eyed viewer noticed a strange object floating way up in the sky. It was too far off to clearly identify, but that didn't stop the theories from rolling in. Some were convinced it was a cigar-shaped UFO conducting surveillance on Earth, while others brushed it off as a simple camera glitch.
We have some sort of reason to believe that he might be somewhere else.
Skyshow. This video has everything. And honestly, where do we even begin? First, there are these eerie, fiery-looking lights in the sky that seem straight out of a sci-fi movie. And there's this mysterious blinking glow near the horizon. When the clip hit the internet, people freaked out. Big time. Some were convinced the sky itself was breaking down, glitching like some cosmic error. Others spiraled into theories about an alien battle, or even the heavens opening up for something divine. Whatever this was, one thing's for sure, no one has a clue. Ball of light. Who says UFOs are just for the skies? Looks like they might be testing the waters too. Literally, a fisherman on what was supposed to be an ordinary day had a front row seat to something wild. A massive glowing ball of light suddenly burst out of the water and shot straight into the sky. It was so bright, there's no way anyone could have missed it. And the speed at which it disappeared? Mind-blowing. People are wondering what kind of advanced tech this could even be. Skeptics were quick to call it a missile, but here's the thing. How do you even launch one from underwater without a submarine? So, that leaves us with one option, alien tech. What's your theory?
That was cool. Yeah, it was. It was like it went through a portal or something.
Laser beam. Something really strange went down in a residential area in the Czech Republic back in November. Residents were woken up in the middle of the night by a bizarre blue glow lighting up the sky. But that wasn't all. The glow was accompanied by a beam of light shooting down to the ground. It was so intense that it could be seen from a distance. Now here's the odd part. There are rumors that the town where the beam landed is somehow missing, with no sign of it anywhere. No official word has come out, and some are even wondering if the aliens managed to suppress the information from leaking. Malay Portal. A resident in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia witnessed something strange in the sky. It was partly shrouded in darkness. Only the lights gave it away. It was a bizarre round shape and just stayed stationary. As the video started going around the internet, netizens were divided. Some were convinced this was an extraterrestrial craft, while others believed it was a portal that had been opened up in the sky, either by aliens or humans had gotten hold of advanced technology. TR-3B. The infamous black triangular UFO, or TR-3B, has been witnessed countless times, with reports coming in from all around the world, ever since the first sighting in the 1980s. And now, a new footage has emerged online, reigniting the age-old discussion of the hovering black triangle. The person who witnessed this craft reported that it was eerily silent and moved slowly. People have cooked up all kinds of theories, from classified military projects to alien spacecraft. So many reports of the same object. Skeptics couldn't help but succumb to the authenticity of the UFO. Mysterious saucer. Spotting an alien craft while having a picnic isn't your conventional picnic idea, but that's exactly what happened to one man who was out with his family. He noticed something unusual in the sky. Zooming in with his camera, he realized it was no small deal. It looked like a vague, saucer-shaped craft, just hovering there in the middle of the clear sky. No camouflage, no nothing. It stayed in plain sight. People think it might be trying to communicate with a man, perhaps even asking for help. Alien intruder.
Come on, get in the house! Come on.
A group of friends was out in the wild when they witnessed something out of this world. A gigantic dark UFO appeared in the sky. Appearing to be observing the area, it stayed in one place for a while, before dashing away in a blink of an eye. Could it be true that extraterrestrials are keeping an eye on us, or just something else that had been exaggerated? Let me know your take on this in the comments. Surveying. I guess aliens' priorities have shifted. Since when did they start gliding leisurely over densely populated areas? And that too in the middle of the day, for everyone to see. This one was seen flying very low, and didn't even take cover behind the clouds like they usually do. Many noticed that it was just hanging in one spot, and suggested that it might have been surveying the ground beneath. But for what? Well, maybe it had lost one of its occupants. Or they were just keeping an eye on us. Shapeshifting UFO. I guess it would take us centuries to catch up to the kind of technology aliens have got up their sleeves. This shocking sight was captured back in 1980, São Paulo, Brazil, by a stunned family. They spotted a strange shape in the sky, and to their surprise, it started changing shape right before their eyes. It was just a round UFO at first, but as they kept recording, it grew spiky, with visibly sharp protrusions lining its round exterior. Nobody could figure out what was actually happening with the spacecraft, but it sure looked terrifying, and still remains one of the most confusing sightings to date. Creepy UAP. Back in 2015, the skies of Nuevo de Julio were taken over by an unbelievable sight. Many witnesses reported a spiky airborne object, while some even managed to capture it on camera. The videos featured this inexplicable thing just hovering there in the sky, and something shocking happened. 2 orbs shot out of it, as if the object had split in 3, merging back up with it again. This strange behavior isn't typical of UFOs. Could it mean this is something else? Perhaps a demonic entity? Let me know your take on this. London sighting. Aliens are getting more and more brazen as they've started appearing everywhere in plain sight. Just like this clip showed a round saucer gliding through London skies openly at midday. This boldness has made people question if it actually is a UFO operated by aliens, leading to many believing it was just a uniquely shaped drone. However, multiple eyewitnesses reported that the tinfoil UAP didn't appear man-made. Maybe aliens are really up to something, appearing like that in plain sight. Manchester Orb. A UFO sighting at Manchester Airport has left everyone shocked. A pilot captured footage of a small, metallic silver orb near the tarmac while preparing for departure. Described as roughly the size of a compact car, the orb hovered silently just above the ground, defying the mechanics of any known aircraft or drone. When airport security approached, it abruptly shot upward at an astonishing speed and vanished. The clip has left even skeptics puzzled, with many calling it one of the most compelling UFO sightings in recent memory. Paraguayan UFO. It seems like aliens have visited each and every place on this planet, perhaps in preparation of the perfect invasion strategy. This video was recorded in Paraguay featuring what looked like a saucer taking cover behind a cloud. But that wasn't its motive, as suddenly the cloud sparked with a blue light. Soon after, glowing orbs could be seen released into the air. That trailed down and disappeared behind the trees. At first, they thought aliens had decided to blow up the area, but then, as nothing happened, they were left wondering what those orbs were. Any guesses? Black shape. A local's ordinary day took a mysterious turn as he spotted something mysterious in the sky. It was a black shape clearly visible with the bright blue backdrop of the sky. It just stayed there motionless, which is confusing. People had numerous theories about it, with some saying it was an anti-gravity alien tech. Others claimed it was a bird stuck mid-flight, saying the matrix was glitching, while skeptics dismissed it as a kite.
That's a dead bird, and it's just floating.
Dopaos sighting. Back in 2012, the sky in Dopaos lit up with a strange light. From afar, it looked like the seamless sky was finally showing signs of wear. But as the camera zoomed in, the light turned out to be a flare emitted by a circular object hovering in the sky. Locals were quick to label it as an alien UFO with evil intentions. But netizens have a different explanation for the sighting. Some believe the UFO was trying to give us a signal. Others believed it was a helium balloon with a shimmering thing hanging from it. But what do you think about it? Skyhole. Locals in Indonesia were in for a surprise when the sky started exhibiting a strange phenomenon. Cleverly hiding in plain sight beside a giant cloud was a circular object. Or was it a hole? From afar, it almost looked like a part of the cloud. The thing was strangely luminescent. Some believed it was a portal that had been opened up by CERN as an attempt to discover other realms. But others believed it was a UFO pointing out how it was perfectly saucer-shaped. Let me know your take on this one. Light dance. A man looking out his window noticed something unusual swirling in the sky. At first, there were 2 lights, then the third one appeared, all of them moving around almost as if dancing in the dark. While no one knows their true nature, people still came up with their own explanations. Some wondered if this was actually how portals were created. Others came up with an even wilder theory, claiming these were the spirits of the newly deceased that seemed to be on their way to heaven. However, skeptics dismissed the theories, saying it might have been edited. Open discussion.
Pinapasok na tayo ng alien.
On December 13th, the people of Assam, India, experienced an extraordinary event that left them stunned. A disc-shaped UFO hovering silently in the sky. Crowds quickly gathered, phones in hand, to capture the strange occurrence. What made it even more baffling was its lack of movement or any visible exhaust, leading to theories of advanced alien technology far beyond human capabilities. Some wonder if this was a sign of a calculated alien plan, while others believe these mass sightings around the globe point to a bigger revelation, the truth slipping out of the government's control. What do you think? Could this be the tipping point for global disclosure? Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.